Last Tuesday, Huawei launched their latest series of flagship smartphones, Huawei Mate 20, Mate 20 Pro and Mate 20X. After the launch event, everyone is in love with the smartphones, including me. But these smartphones doesn't come at a cheap price. So the real question is the premium performance and the features these smartphones got are worth of our money. We will find out now in my initial review of Huawei Mate 20 Pro. And don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified for our latest updates. At first, let's talk about the design. The design of Huawei Mate 20 Pro is very similar to Huawei's P20 Pro and Samsung Galaxy S9. Beside that, the Huawei Mate 20 Pro looks very beautiful. The gradient glass back and the near full screen display looks just stunning. The Mate 20 Pro is super comfortable to hold thanks to the curved design in all corners, but it is really tough to use in one hand because it's a very large phone. So far the build quality is great, but the glass back is fingerprint magnet like all the other glass back devices. There are no fingerprint sensor in the back because the fingerprint sensor is placed inside the display. This fingerprint sensor is tough to get used to because it works in a very small space, and the space where you have to rest your finger doesn't show until you wake the phone up. But one thing is to cheer about is this phone have face unlocking capabilities. If you get any trouble with the under display fingerprint sensor, you can also use the blazing fast face unlock, and the face unlock is very secure because the Mate 20 Pro uses 3D infrared camera, and that's why you can use it also in low light. As for the media consumption, Huawei Mate 20 Pro has an spectacular HDR10 capable 6.39-inch 19.5:9 Quad HD Plus AMOLED display, which supports 16 million color. You can fully customize the display output, and the screen to body ratio is 87.9%. The audio output is very good as well, thanks to the stereo speakers of Mate 20 Pro, though they are not as good as Pixel 3, but they are fairly good to watch videos and listening to songs. When it comes to the software, the Mate 20 Pro runs on Android 9.0 Pie with some touches from the Huawei's own EMUI. Initially, there are some bloatwares from EMUI, but they can be uninstalled very easily. EMUI is not as good as stock Android, but there are plenty of features to like about in EMUI, and you can also hide the notch if you want. When it comes to the performance, the Mate 20 Pro is as buttery as it gets. The Mate 20 Pro is powered by Huawei's own Kirin 980 CPU, and it has 6 GB of RAM, and the storage option are 128 GB or 256 GB of internal storage. There are nothing to worry about the performance of the Mate 20 Pro. As for the GPU, you get Mali G76 MP10. The gaming experience was great as well, thanks to the GPU and HDR10 display. Now moving to the battery department. Inside Mate 20 Pro you get a massive 4200 mAh battery that definitely does the job, and you will easily get a full day of screen on time while heavy usage and 1.5 days of screen on time while moderate usage. Plus, the 40-watt fast charger from the box can charge 70% of the phone in just 30 minutes. It also have wireless charging as well. One surprising feature is you can turn on a switch to wirelessly charge other phones from the Mate 20 Pro, which works perfectly. Now moving to the main highlighted feature of Huawei Mate 20 Pro, the triple back camera setup. At first glance you will think that it has also the same camera arrangement like Huawei P20 Pro, But the Mate 20 Pro has an ultra wide angle camera instead of a monochrome sensor in P20 Pro. Three cameras are very useful to use because they each give a different focal length. The main camera is 40 megapixel f1.8 aperture with OIS. The telephoto camera is an 8 megapixel at f2.4 aperture, and the wide angle camera is 20 megapixel at f2.2 aperture. The wide angle camera allow you to add an entire room in a picture, act as a micro camera to focus on an object only 2.5 cm away, and also allow you to natively record in cinema mode in 21:9 aspect ratio. There is new portrait color which picks out people and only color them for a picture. Like the P20 Pro, this camera also has 3 times optical zoom and 5 times hybrid zoom. The AI has a lot to do in this camera department. It automatically switches to wide angle camera if the primary frame is not enough, but other way you can get full manual control in the camera department. The regular photos are simply stunning. You get a lots of details and dynamic range. The master AI helps a lot to get the perfect shot. In low light, the camera also shines up thanks to the Huawei's night mode. In the front, you get a 24 megapixel f2.0 aperture selfie shooter. Front camera was performing very well. The front portrait was great as well. Now in the video segment, you get 4K at 30 fps, 1080p at 60 fps. The video came out of the camera was very good as well. The stabilization was good and the colors were also very good as well. Now in the conclusion, for me it is one of the best smartphone came out of this year. What do you think about this video? Please let me know in the comments below. If you like the video, please give a like